I've been making sourdough for about 12 years now. This starter I've maintained for 4 years. I don't just make beautiful sourdough loaves out of it. I also use the starter to make other things, like this no-knead focaccia bread. Let me show you how. As always, full recipe in the description below. This focaccia requires a long resting period. Start the process about 36 hours before you want to serve it. In a bowl, add in 440 grams of water, 25 grams of olive oil, 30 grams of honey, and 10 grams of salt. Then add in most of the active starter from the jar, at least around 150 grams. Mix in to loosen up the starter. Add 530 grams of bread flour. Mix in the flour into a shaggy dough. Then cover and rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, wet your hand and scoop one end of the dough and fold over. Move around in quarter turns. Cover and rest again for 30 minutes. Repeat this folding process again after the second resting period. After the third resting period, do what's called a coil fold. Wet both hands, then lift the dough in the middle and let the edges stretch and then fold over each other. Turn the mixing bowl 90 degrees and repeat again. Cover and rest for a final 30 minutes. Get a rectangular plastic container and brush with a bit of olive oil. With wet hands, perform 2 coil folds. Then lift out of the mixing bowl and do a coil fold into the oiled container. Place the lid on and then store in the fridge for at least 12 hours and up to 36 hours. About 6 hours before you want to bake the focaccia, take it out of the fridge. Line a baking tray with baking paper. Pick up the dough from the container and place it in the baking tray in another coil fold. Leave the tray in a warm place till the dough spreads and rises. Preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius for at least 30 minutes. Get some sprigs of rosemary from the garden or from the shops. Then generously drizzle the top of the dough with extra virgin olive oil. Using wet fingers, dimple the surface of the dough, and then poke in bits of rosemary into the dimples. Finally, sprinkle with flaky salt. Bake at 220 degrees for 10 minutes. Rotate the baking tin for even baking and bake for another 30 minutes till golden. Then lower it to 180. Remove from the tin and cool on a wire rack. Focaccia is so versatile, you can use them to make a sandwich for a lunchbox. You can serve it with good extra virgin olive oil and some dukkha. I like to have it with slices of avocado, a drizzle of olive oil, and balsamic vinegar, freshly ground black pepper, and a bit of salt, with a glass of sweet iced Vietnamese coffee. Thanks for watching, and check out this other video that YouTube is recommending for you. Till next time, eat well.